Are you gonna miss this when you gotta go to school?
Well, that's the first time I've heard that, and I don't know what to say. but again, you know, it's...
Y'all, steady yourselves, because what I'm about to uncover isn't just surprising. It's devastating, it's volatile, and it's the kind of revelation that makes the entire internet freeze. Charleston White just detonated a story about Teyana Taylor that nobody was prepared to hear. Allegedly, behind the flashing cameras, the flawless choreography, and the luxury red carpets, Teyana has been hiding a secret so dangerous, so life-altering, it reportedly involves none other than Kanye West himself. Yes, what Charleston exposed could completely rewrite the narrative around some of Hollywood's biggest names. Sources claim Charleston revealed, through alleged private messages and insider confessions, that Teyana has been concealing a deeply serious personal condition, and that Kanye, without knowing the full truth, may have been placed directly in harm's path. Let that sink in. The betrayal, the fear, the fallout. Fans, industry insiders, and even celebrities are reportedly shaken to their core. The polished music videos and glowing public image now mask something far darker than anyone ever imagined. And Charleston didn't stop there. He alleges this secret was shielded by powerful figures behind the scenes, protecting reputations, sponsorships, and careers while devastating consequences unfolded quietly behind closed doors. He insists the damage is real, intimate, and irreversible. Relationships strained. Careers endangered. Reputations hanging by a thread. The emotional toll? Crushing. People are already calling this leak catastrophic, and insiders say what's surfaced so far is only a fraction of the truth. Allegedly, there's more coming, and Charleston warns this is only the opening chapter of an expose Hollywood never wanted revealed. Social media is already in chaos. Reactions are raw, furious, and filled with disbelief. Viewers describe it as unthinkable, sickening, and heart-stopping. Charleston claims this isn't rumor. It's documented, verified, and powerful enough to shatter legacies. And once the full story finally breaks, nothing about Teyana, Kanye, or the industry will ever look the same again. The question now is, can anyone survive a truth this destructive? Because allegedly, what Charleston just unleashed doesn't just change reputations, it changes everything.
He was like, yeah, I want you to hear the album, and I want you to see these pieces that Barman designed for my next tour. Of course, the Harlem in me is like, getting on that album. I ain't tell him that, but I got up. It was like 7 o'clock in the morning. Like, I don't even wake up that early, and it was God, because I don't even know what made me even like happen to get up and check my email, randomly check my email.
Strap in, because what I'm about to walk you through is not just a story. It's a Hollywood detonation, a scandal so heavy, so haunting, it will leave your heart racing and your mind spinning. Charleston White has allegedly stepped forward with information no one was prepared for, revelations that go far beyond ordinary rumors and dive straight into a secret powerful enough to shatter careers, reputations, and lives. The world believes it knows Teyana Taylor, the radiant star, the untouchable performer, the face of perfection, but Charleston claims there's a shadow lurking behind the spotlight. A truth so catastrophic it reportedly dragged Kanye West into a nightmare he never saw coming. Sources close to Charleston say he confirmed everything through encrypted conversations, leaked messages, and insiders who risked everything to verify what he revealed. Allegedly, Teyana has been hiding a deeply serious health-related secret, and Kanye, without understanding the full danger, may have been pulled directly into its path. Let that sink in. Two of the most powerful names in entertainment, trapped inside a web of secrecy, betrayal, and unspoken devastation. The fallout, Charleston insists, is anything but small. Careers hanging by threads, contracts trembling, friendships collapsing, private lives quietly unraveling while the public cheered, unaware of the storm building behind closed doors. Charleston didn't stop at exposing the alleged crisis itself. He claims Hollywood's most powerful figures moved swiftly to bury the truth, ensuring no headlines ever hinted at what was really happening. Deals protected, sponsorships preserved, images polished. All while irreversible damage unfolded silently, dangerously, and tragically in the background. This, he says, is the kind of scandal that doesn't explode overnight. It erodes lives slowly, month by month, hidden behind award shows, glowing interviews, and perfectly curated social media feeds. The world saw glamour. Charleston says the reality was far darker and far more devastating. And the tragedy, he claims, runs even deeper. Allegedly, Kanye's involvement has already taken a toll on both his health and his emotional stability, leaving him vulnerable in ways the public will never fully witness. The terror of being unknowingly pulled into someone else's secret. The shock. The betrayal. The heartbreak. It's a level of pain most people can't even imagine. Charleston alleges Teyana kept this truth hidden to protect her image, her contracts, and her career, fully aware of the destruction it could cause, while fans applauded, celebrated, and idolized her every move. The emotional weight of this revelation is crushing, the kind that leaves supporters frozen, furious, and questioning everything they believed about their heroes. And now, the internet is in chaos. Millions are reacting in real time. The backlash is fierce. The disbelief is overwhelming. Comment sections are flooded with shock, grief, and rage as Charleston allegedly unveils the story piece by piece. Insiders whisper that more names may be tied to this indirectly, that the ripple effect stretches far beyond just two people, touching multiple lives in ways the public may never fully understand. This isn't just entertainment, it's tragedy disguised as celebrity, drama wrapped in deception, and a story pulling millions into its grip. Charleston allegedly insists this is not rumor. This is documented, devastating, and explosive. He claims to possess messages, confirmations, and insider proof powerful enough to shake the industry. The moment he began revealing names, timelines, and alleged communications, the room reportedly fell silent. Those listening couldn't process the gravity of what they were hearing. This wasn't internet chatter. Charleston framed it as calculated, concealed, and deliberately hidden to protect fame, fortune, and the illusion of an untouchable Hollywood. The most haunting part, he claims, is that the public has no idea how much emotional and physical damage has been hidden behind flashing cameras and red carpets. Witnesses say Charleston's voice allegedly trembled as he spoke, heavy, controlled, and charged with emotion. Each revelation landed harder than the last, unfolding into a story of heartbreak, fear, and betrayal no one saw coming. Teyana's alleged secrecy. Kanye's unexpected entanglement. Hollywood's silent protection. It plays out like a courtroom drama without a judge, exposing not just scandal, but emotional devastation and hidden suffering on the world's biggest stage. It's the kind of story that forces viewers to pause, rewind, and listen again, because what they're hearing feels impossible to believe. And still, the allegations continue to grow. Charleston hints at additional figures quietly impacted, about contracts rewritten, reputations shielded, and narratives carefully controlled to silence the truth. The emotional gravity is suffocating. Fans are reportedly torn between disbelief and curiosity, struggling to reconcile their admiration with the secret now unfolding in public view. Charleston's tone, his intensity, his alleged proof, it's a viral storm of heartbreak, suspense, and devastation that refuses to be ignored. According to him, this is only the beginning. Charleston warns what's been revealed so far may be only the surface of a far larger scandal, one capable of reshaping how the world views not just Teyana and Kanye, but the hidden machinery of Hollywood itself. The betrayal, the secrecy, the quiet suffering. It's all so powerful, so shocking, that the story continues spreading faster by the hour. And Charleston claims the longer the truth stays buried, the more lives are silently damaged behind the glittering illusion of celebrity perfection. So buckle up, because the fallout is already unfolding. Millions are debating, reacting, dissecting every word. The shockwaves of Charleston's alleged revelations show no sign of slowing. Viewers are trapped between horror and fascination, desperate to know what comes next. Allegedly, this scandal contains everything: emotional devastation, celebrity betrayal, calculated cover-ups, and consequences that could echo for years. Charleston White claims it isn't gossip. It's documented. It's tragic. And it's explosive. And as this story continues to unravel, millions are watching, sharing, and reacting, turning this into one of the darkest, most emotionally charged celebrity exposes of our time.
I went to the studio immediately. He was showing me the clothes, and I was like, he was like, see, I knew you appreciate it. Like, you know, you just need that one friend that get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, same thing with bro. When I first met him, we had on the same exact sneakers and some cargo shorts. Like, yeah, all the way there. He started playing like, can we get one? So he's like, yeah, I'm humming and shit. I'm like, you know, ad-libbing and shit. Like, speedless. He was like, oh, like, so you want to go to the booth and just put in the job? I was like, yes.
Charleston White didn't hesitate as he plunged even deeper into what insiders are now calling one of the most disturbing Hollywood revelations in recent memory. Allegedly, the details he unveiled went far beyond anything the public expected: messages, communications, and visual proof that supposedly trace a long trail of secrecy, deception, and emotional damage quietly haunting some of the industry's biggest names. According to Charleston, this story doesn't just expose a hidden truth, it reveals an entire system of protection, manipulation, and calculated silence designed to shield the powerful while leaving others unknowingly walking straight into tragedy. Allegedly, the private exchanges he revealed show Teyana Taylor communicating discreetly with industry insiders, discussing a serious personal condition and the dangers of letting it become public. These conversations, Charleston claims, suggest awareness of the possible harm, yet a deliberate choice to conceal it not only from the public, but most devastatingly, from Kanye West himself. Sources say Kanye had no idea he was allegedly being placed in emotional and personal danger, and the psychological impact of this revelation could be catastrophic, shaking the very foundation of trust, loyalty, and professional alliances. Charleston reportedly described a chain of events where every hidden message, every guarded conversation, and every strategic decision to protect contracts and reputations added another layer to a growing web of heartbreak. Allegedly, Kanye's interactions with Teyana, once believed to be private and harmless, are now viewed through a lens of risk, secrecy, and unintended consequences. This is no longer about headlines or rumors. It's about betrayal, concealment, and the crushing emotional weight carried by those unknowingly trapped inside another person's hidden reality. Charleston claims the evidence shows months, even years, of carefully managed silence, designed to prevent scandal while quietly breeding fear, regret, and emotional collapse. Online, fans reportedly reacted with disbelief, shock, and a profound sense of betrayal. The narrative Charleston allegedly paints is one where image control, sponsorship protection, and career preservation outweighed human consequence. People are now forced to confront the possibility that the stars they admired were living double lives, one polished and public, the other secret and emotionally devastating. Charleston insists the leaks are only fragments of a much larger story, hinting at unnamed figures and deeper involvement that could permanently reshape how the public views Hollywood's secrecy. According to Charleston, these revelations don't just uncover one hidden truth, they peel back layers of deception tying multiple individuals together. Kanye West, allegedly unaware and unprotected, emerges as a victim of circumstances beyond his control. Teyana Taylor, allegedly informed yet silent, represents the painful choices made under pressure in a ruthless industry. And the cover-ups, Charleston claims, were carefully coordinated by insiders who manage perception, protect profit, and quietly obscure the emotional toll left behind. Allegedly, Charleston displayed visuals and private messages during his exposé that he says confirm his claims. Each communication sketches a portrait of meticulous concealment and strategic silence, revealing fear, remorse, and panic as the truth edged closer to exposure. Sources allege some messages hint at guilt and desperation, a quiet acknowledgement that the damage was already done. According to Charleston, this is more than scandal. It's tragedy disguised as success, heartbreak hidden behind fame, and suffering masked by glamour. The emotional weight, witnesses say, was overwhelming. Allegedly, even those closest to the situation had no idea how deep the secrecy ran. Charleston emphasized the human cost behind the awards, performances, and applause. Fans reportedly flooded social media with debate and disbelief, struggling to reconcile admiration with the alleged betrayal now unfolding. The supposed evidence, Charleston claims, reveals conscious decisions to protect images while neglecting the emotional safety of others, decisions that quietly bred suffering and long-term devastation. Charleston insists this is only one chapter of a much larger unraveling. Allegedly, more names, more communications, and more consequences remain buried beneath Hollywood's machinery of silence. The emotional gravity, he says, is enormous, careers intertwined, relationships strained, reputations hanging in secrecy while the public remained oblivious. The alleged tragedy is compounded by intentional suppression, meaning the emotional damage was hidden not only from fans, but from those directly affected. Online reactions reportedly mirror the intensity of the revelations themselves. Fans expressed shock, grief, and outrage, questioning the integrity and humanity of an industry built on illusion. Charleston claims this story exposes the fragility behind celebrity perfection, the unseen price of silence, the cost of protecting careers, and the emotional wreckage left behind. Allegedly, each new detail deepens the tragedy, raising uncomfortable questions about morality, accountability, and the hidden consequences of fame. Charleston reportedly warns that this exposé is far from finished. Allegedly, more truths remain buried, and the consequences of exposure, public or private, are only beginning to ripple outward. This story, he claims, isn't just about secrets. It's about betrayal, heartbreak, and the lasting human impact of silence. The emotional resonance, Charleston says, is unlike anything fans have witnessed, making these revelations devastating, viral, and impossible to ignore. According to Charleston, what he's revealing forces audiences to rethink everything they believe about celebrity culture. The alleged impact on Kanye West, Teyana Taylor, and potentially others reveals a deeply human tragedy hidden beneath calculated narratives and polished images. Verified through alleged messages, visuals, and insider testimony, Charleston's account paints a portrait of Hollywood where reputation often outweighs empathy, and secrecy leaves scars that last long after the cameras stop rolling. Allegedly, Charleston believes the fallout will only intensify as more people grasp the gravity of what's been revealed. The tragedy, he says, is layered emotional, personal, and public. Fans, insiders, and even other celebrities may be touched indirectly, exposing a ripple effect of fear, silence, and heartbreak. This exposé, according to sources, is meant not only to shock, but to force the public to confront the real human cost hidden beneath fame. And as Charleston allegedly closes his account, his final message lingers heavy in the air. This is not entertainment. This is tragedy. The consequences are real. The heartbreak is lasting. And the silence that protected it has finally been torn away. Millions are now watching, debating, dissecting every word, driven by shock, grief, and an overwhelming need to understand. Charleston claims the story is far from finished, the ripple effects far from settled, and the tragedy far from over. The shockwaves from Charleston White's revelations didn't stop at whispers or online arguments. Allegedly, they ignited a firestorm that sent tremors through Hollywood itself. According to insiders, what Charleston revealed about Teyana Taylor and Kanye West isn't just controversial, it's devastating. Allegedly, encrypted conversations, private messages, and concealed exchanges surfaced showing the extreme lengths Teyana supposedly went to protect a deeply serious personal secret, and how Kanye West unknowingly became entangled in a situation that would alter his life forever. The emotional stakes, Charleston claims, are enormous. Betrayal, heartbreak, and silent suffering hidden beneath the blinding lights of fame. Allegedly, Charleston revealed that this secret was never just about privacy. It was about power, image, and survival inside a ruthless industry. Sources say Teyana allegedly coordinated quietly with insiders to prevent leaks while carefully navigating contracts, awards, and public appearances. Every interaction with Kanye reportedly carried danger, every private moment shadowed by the fear of exposure. Charleston claims the communications he uncovered suggest she understood the possible consequences, yet chose silence over honesty, leaving Kanye, friends, and fans completely unaware. Allegedly, those messages reveal panic, regret, and meticulous planning, offering a chilling glimpse into a life lived behind carefully locked doors. Charleston reportedly centered his exposé on the human cost behind the headlines. Kanye West, allegedly blindsided, is said to have faced emotional collapse upon discovering the truth. Sources describe heartbreak, confusion, and a deep fracture of trust, the realization that parts of his personal life had been shaped by secrets he never consented to carry. The tragedy, Charleston insists, is magnified by the role of Hollywood power players who allegedly moved swiftly to suppress the truth, protecting sponsorships, deals, and reputations while emotional damage quietly unfolded. Allegedly, this reveals how fame can disguise cruelty, transforming private pain into delayed public devastation. Online, fans were reportedly stunned into silence. Social media flooded with disbelief, grief, and moral outrage. Charleston claims the leak exposes a web of secrecy extending far beyond just two people. Allegedly, unnamed figures and industry insiders are indirectly implicated, suggesting ripple effects that touch emotional, professional, and personal worlds alike. Every comment, every debate, every viral post reflects the weight of these claims, turning this alleged scandal into one of the most emotionally charged moments the entertainment world has seen in years. Allegedly, Charleston presented detailed timelines during his exposé, sequences of meetings, messages, and carefully timed decisions designed to bury the truth. These reportedly reveal months, even years, of concealed suffering, calculated silence, and deliberate omissions meant to protect careers while leaving emotional wreckage behind. According to Charleston, the allegations expose a side of Hollywood rarely acknowledged, a world where image triumphs over empathy, and where secrets quietly destroy lives long before they ever reach headlines. Charleston insists this is only the beginning. Allegedly, more revelations are waiting to surface, and the ripple effects will continue touching everyone connected to the story. Fans, insiders, and observers are left grappling with the emotional weight, betrayal, heartbreak, and the unseen consequences of fame. Allegedly, each new leak adds another layer, revealing how personal lives, professional ambition, and emotional survival collide in the shadows of secrecy. The alleged scandal, Charleston says, stands as a warning about power, silence, and tragedy. He claims the fallout is already reshaping how the public sees Teyana, Kanye, and Hollywood itself. Allegedly, it forces audiences to confront the price of fame, the devastation of hidden truths, and the emotional destruction that unfolds far from cameras and applause. Charleston paints a courtroom of emotion, where evidence, testimony, and heartbreak converge into a story so heavy, so haunting, viewers can't turn away. According to Charleston, this isn't rumor, it's documented, emotionally charged, and explosive. Allegedly, the decisions made, the silence maintained, and the protection orchestrated reveal a tragic cycle that leaves everyone involved wrestling with shock, grief, and betrayal. The human stakes, he claims, are immense, with consequences spreading far beyond the individuals at the center. Allegedly, Charleston ends his exposé with a warning: this story is far from finished. More names, more communications, more truths remain hidden, and as the layers continue to peel away, the shockwaves will only intensify. Fans and insiders are left reeling, forced to confront the reality behind Hollywood's polished surface. Charleston insists this isn't entertainment. It's heartbreak, tragedy, and a viral reckoning that exposes the devastating cost of secrets and silence. The alleged fallout, he says, is both public and deeply personal, emotionally crushing and irreversible. Millions are now dissecting every detail as the narrative continues to unfold. According to Charleston, these revelations will leave a lasting scar on how Teyana Taylor, Kanye West, and the industry itself are perceived. Allegedly, this story stands as proof of the human cost of deception and the explosive power of truth when it finally refuses to stay buried. Millions are still reeling from Charleston White's alleged revelations, and the fallout is far from over. The details he dropped about Teyana Taylor and Kanye West are not just shocking, they're catastrophic, emotionally devastating, and deeply tragic. According to Charleston, the secret that was hidden for years has finally erupted into the public eye, exposing betrayal, heartbreak, and the silent suffering that fame often masks. Kanye reportedly had no idea he was affected, and the alleged consequences are irreversible, leaving fans, insiders, and the public questioning everything they thought they knew. The alleged messages, screenshots, and insider confirmations Charleston shared reportedly show calculated decisions to hide the truth, manipulation of public perception, and deliberate cover-ups designed to protect image and contracts while leaving lives in jeopardy. Allegedly, the emotional and psychological toll on Kanye, Teyana, and those unknowingly involved is staggering. Fans are reportedly flooded with disbelief, anger, and sorrow as the truth unravels, revealing a Hollywood reality that is far darker than anyone could imagine. Charleston claims this story is not just a scandal, it's tragedy, heartbreak, and viral-level drama rolled into one. And the shock doesn't stop there. Allegedly, more names, more messages, and more secrets are waiting to surface, which could make this scandal even more explosive. Charleston urges viewers to pay attention, to question the narratives they've been fed, and to recognize the human cost behind the headlines. This is the kind of revelation that shakes the foundations of trust, exposes hidden pain, and forces the public to confront the devastating consequences of secrecy in Hollywood. If you want to see the truth, if you want to understand the full scope of the emotional and professional devastation, then watch closely, share widely, and don't ignore what's coming next. Charleston White claims the story is only beginning, and the ripple effect will change everything. The world needs to see this, react to it, and face the reality of the heartbreak, betrayal, and tragedy hiding behind the glittering lights of fame. The secrets are out, and the truth is unstoppable.